much to love. Oh, hurts so much to love you back.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here back. It's a great day. It is day 10. We are here. Can you believe it? Day 10. Day 10. Day 10. I am Dr. Helen. I am the host of Where You Are, the Accelerated Healing Detox Bootcamp, and the host of the Faith Building Bootcamp, where we build our faith one day at a time, and here where we build our health one day at a time. I am also the author of the Reverse It book and the Reverse It workbook and success journal, as well as the Power Pack. So I am so glad that you are here today. I'm not sure where you're joining us from. This is day 10 for us, and I'm not sure if this is day 1 or day 2 for you, or if it's day 10. But if it is day 1, welcome. If it is day 2, welcome back. And if it's day 10, look at you, because you're still here on day 10, where we have actually gone through 9 days of juices. We went through green juices for detoxification and increasing our iron levels with the chlorophyll in those green drinks. We went through the red drinks, where we're increasing our circulation, and we went through our orange with circulation with all of the anthocyanidins, and now we're completed. We have completed the orange phase, the 3 days of the orange phase, where we were increasing our carotenoids, which are cancer fighting. And so now we are on day 10. Now notice that all of the foods that we're eating, whatever food that you have left over, whatever vegetables and fruits that you have left over, are all high in antioxidants, which is what we talked about with decreasing inflammation. Please go back and look at day 2 so that you can familiarize yourself with what that process is. It is all these foods are doing that. They're very high in antioxidants, very high in its nutritional value. They are nutritionally dense but fat poor. So what you are noticing is that you have dropped some weight. You're noticing that you may look a little younger than you were looking a few days back. You may notice, or people will notice that for you. You may notice that you have more energy. You may notice that you have better blood sugar levels. You may notice that you have better blood pressures. When you get your blood cholesterol checked, you'll notice that your cholesterol is better. You will notice that you are just feeling better overall. You're thinking more clearly. All of these things are happening with these amazing foods. So our juice bar that we've done today, I am not sure what is in this juice, because I didn't make it. My husband did the juices. I do know there's purple kale in here and lemon and pineapple, but I'm not sure what else. But he did all of the juicing yesterday for today for our juice bar. So he mixed them all up for us. And so we have taken those juices that you see on the screen, where they would be just one color, and we just mixed them all together. And so you're getting all these different beautiful colors. I don't know, this color is like a purplish, chocolatish something, but it is our delicious. It is actually very delicious, and it is still fighting for us. So I am very, very happy about that. Just some announcements. This is day 10, and we asked yesterday if you would be willing to participate in I guess we call it a social media campaign, where we are going to do an of course video. And what that means is we are talking about, I am detoxing. Of course, I am feeling more energetic. I am detoxing. Of course, I can think clearer. I am detoxing. Of course, my blood sugar levels are better. I am detoxing, etc., etc., etc. If you would like to participate in that video campaign, please submit your videos by tomorrow to media at p2whealth.com. Again, p2whealth.com. You do not have to look beautiful. You don't have to make sure that you are in a studio. You just want to be, you can be in the car, you can be at work, you can be in the grocery store, you can be in the gym, you can be At home, it doesn't matter. Just give us a portrait of you speaking about 5 to 10 seconds. I am detoxing. Of course, I'm feeling good. And we will put all of those videos together and we'll do some social media campaigning with them. So I would appreciate if you would submit them by tomorrow at 12 noon. By tomorrow at 12 noon. Can you please submit those videos by tomorrow at 12 noon? Thank you so much for that. Now, tomorrow, we actually start the smoothie part. Everybody's excited because you're almost kind of chewing a little bit with the smoothies. All of the smoothies will be green smoothies. Each smoothie is designed to give you about 32 ounces of smoothie, and you are going to drink 132-ounce every 8 hours or 3 times a day, however you drink it, whether you sip it all for 8 hours, or if you drink it like me. I drink mine probably in 20 minutes. And then I want to make sure that you continue to drink water both before and after your smoothies. So you'll drink your 8 ounces of water in the morning with the juice of half of a lemon, and your probiotics and L-glutamine if you're doing that for gut repair. If you're not, water with the juice of half a lemon would be what you'll drink beforehand. Then you drink your 32-ounce smoothie. Then you'll drink some water, about 8 ounces of water after that. You drink your next smoothie, drink about 8 ounces of water, your next smoothie, about 8 ounces of water. So you will end up with 32 ounces of water and about 96 ounces of smoothie per day. And so right now we're going to be increasing we're increasing fiber into our diet, and you want to make sure that you have enough water because fiber packs things together. And so if you don't have enough liquid, it'll pack things together. And I'm trying to say this nicely, but it'll pack things together in your colon that can be hard and difficult to pass. And so you want to drink enough water so that you don't have that issue. The L-glutamine certainly helps, and with the probiotic certainly helps to smooth things out as well. And the water will provide enough so that it's not hard inside of your colon. And again, we know that water, because of the purity of the water, it's flushing out the toxins. So we want to continue to do that. Now, I do want to make sure that you save your carrot pulp, particularly. We talked about saving the pulp for all of them, but particularly your carrot pulp. We have a recipe coming up for that. I think I even have a bonus recipe for a dessert that you might benefit from with the carrot pulp as well. And so save your carrot pulp, and you can freeze it until it's time to use it. We won't be using it for at least 5 days, so you'll save that pulp until we are ready to use it. But make sure you save it. Great recipes coming. We also talked about the peelings of your citrus fruit, that you can use those and dehydrate them. Make sure they're washed well, particularly if they're not organic. And even if they're organic, there's dirt and all those kinds of things. So wash them very well. You can use the lemon peel for lemon zest, the orange peel for orange zest. You can also dry it out and use it for powder. You can put it in your smoothies later as a powder. You can put the peelings in there as just extra flavor, whatever you like to do with them. But there's so many options, including make it into potpourri so that you can put it around your house and have some smell good things in there, put some essential oils along in there with it and make it pretty and all those kinds of things as you dry them out. You can dry them out in the oven, or you can dry them out in a dehydrator. The choice is yours. If we talked about the video, but interval 2, if you do not have interval 2 meal plans, shopping lists, and recipes, be sure to click on the link in your email so that you can have access to those. You can buy each one separately, or you can buy it in a bundle. The bundle is the most cost-effective way to do it, so that you'll get everything in there for about $15 less. So I think that it would be beneficial for that. Now, we also are continuing to work on our inflammation lowering, blood pressure lowering, blood sugar lowering, cancer fighting, blood cholesterol lowering, clarity building, energy boosting smoothies. We're still going to be doing that all through this time, where we're going to continue to build all of those things. We're just building it now with fiber in them. So exciting for that. We are also going to be working on sleeping this time. So you will notice that on your interval 2, you will start to have that third smoothie being a smoothie that helps you to just relax at night. And this encourages you to rest well at night. So you will see on your interval that is in purple, because I feel like purple is a little bit more relaxing than red, right? And lavender is purple. So that was my inspiration. You will drink one of those at bedtime. We have 2 separate ones, a bedtime smoothie and the Healing Give It a Rest smoothie, that you will consume over the next 10 days. They are delicious. I think you will enjoy them, as I have, as everything else has been delicious as the feedback that I have gotten. We have designed the excuse me, we've designed the meal plan to focus on just those 5 smoothies, those 5 different smoothies, so that you can feel more focused and not have to worry about a whole lot of different things. So you'll have a smoothie, the same smoothie, a couple of times. And that is not only for your enjoyment, but also for health enhancement and for the ease of the continuation of the detox. I must make our disclaimer that I am not your doctor. I am here for educational purposes only. So this live does not constitute the relationship, a doctor-patient relationship. You should definitely contact your primary care physician, provider, to make sure that they are on board with you, letting them know that you are changing your diet, the way you're eating, you're consuming more fruits and vegetables, less fat, and no animal products, so that they will know in case they need to make any adjustments in your medication or to remove medications off, because this is very powerful at lowering blood pressure and lowering blood sugar levels, and you don't want either one of those to be too low. So that being said, let's get right into today's topic on hidden figures. These are things that damage your health, that are hidden, and you never would know unless someone tells you. So today we're going to talk about something called phthalates. And phthalates are these synthetic materials that are actually used in plastic to make the plastic more flexible and more durable. They are called plasticizers. You will also see these phthalates in food, particularly fast food. And the fast food that you will note, that you will notice that it is on excuse me, I'm sorry, let me grab something. Okay, so you will notice that they have the phthalates in different foods like pizza and burgers, and in other dry foods like fries, chicken. So you'll see that in a lot of different ways. They have found these detectable amounts in these, also found in chicken burritos, found in chicken nuggets. And so it can get into the food, not only through the plastic that they may protect it in, but also on the gloves that they use to package the food, or on the tubing that's used while they're making the foods, and also on the conveyor belts. So they have done research and found that there are phthalates in foods that we're eating. It is also found in high dairy fat foods. And this would include things like heavy whipping cream. So you'll see that there are phthalates in that food. It is also found in meats, so fatty meat and poultry. In addition to that, you will also see it in oils, in cooking oils. So you'll find this in so many different foods. In addition to that, you'll find it in the medical tubing. If you're in the hospital and you got an IV bag and they hung the bag up, and the tubing that's that's connected to the bag that's connected to the IV is also made with these plasticizers, or the what we call the phthalates. You will find it in nail polish as well as many other things, including skin moisturizers. You will find it in shampoo. You'll find it in conditioner, in your makeup. You'll find it in the lipsticks and the foundation, etc., etc. You will also find it in hairspray, soaps, perfumes, wood finishes on the floor, detergents. You will find it in all of those things. In addition, we talked a little bit about it, but in those vinyl gloves that you're wearing, that's most often that's what they're using also when they're preparing your food, as we spoke about a little bit earlier, but the vinyl gloves will have that in there. On wires and cables, you'll see that it is made of phthalates. Your phone charger will be made of phthalates. You will also find it as a coating on your medication. So it is also there. Nobody would ever know it, but it's hidden in plain sight, as a matter of fact. It is found in insecticides, solvents, lubricants, plastic plumbing pipes, and in adhesives that are used. Another name for it is PVC. So if you're finding like a shower curtain liner, you'll see something that says PVC free, and that's what you're looking for, is PVC free, because that is a plasticizer. It's made from the plasticizers. Now, one of the most disheartening things is that it's also found, you can not only can you eat it from the packaging that's served on them, but you can drink it in your dairy and milk products, as we said, particularly from animals that are exposed to it. So if they use it with our food, then the animal's food is not going to be better. Its use in all of the commercial products that you see puts us in contact with this substance on a regular basis, and these are things that we really can't avoid. And I really think about it when you have babies crawling on carpets that have this, on home furnishings and wall coverings. So babies are exposed to it, and the same study that we mentioned yesterday, they found the exposure of the children from 6 years old all the way up, and then found it in babies as well. Here is the problem for them, right? It's the same as what we found in the parabens that we spoke of yesterday, that the parabens are dangerous because they're endocrine disruptors. So because they damage your hormones, then they can cause different issues, particularly as they act like this estrogenic activity, as we spoke of yesterday. So they have a high affinity for the breast tissue, even more than regular estrogen does, and so it can actually lead to breast cancer. The jury is out as whether the CDC or FDA will actually do more research on finding it specifically. Right now, they say that the evidence is inconclusive as to whether it causes cancer or not. But I'm trying to be safe. If it's found in breast tissue and the breast tissue of people with tumors, it would stand to reason that it is a problem. So obviously, we want to limit our exposure to them. So avoid personal care products that contain fragrance and perfume if you want to decrease exposure. If you like wearing perfume every day, maybe you can change it for an essential oil, or you can change it for perfumes, or you can change it for body products that do not that are phthalate free. Air fresheners, the things that you plug into the wall or that you spray, are full of phthalates, and so you're kind of permeating the environment with those phthalates. In addition to the plastic that you put over your food, or if you purchase food and it's in plastic, those are all in phthalates. Even when you store them in the bowls and in the in the refrigerator with the bowls and the tops, the plastic containers, they're also going to have the plasticizers in it. So those are ways to decrease your exposure to them. And you will also look for products, because they are very happy to tell you on the bottle if it's phthalate free and paraben free. And so you want to look for the labels on the bottles that tell you that. The parabens will typically go in and outside of the product, as well as the phthalates. They'll go in and outside of the product, can be in and outside of the product. So you want to be careful. But again, we cannot completely get rid of all of the toxins that we are faced with every day, but we can decrease our exposure to them, and we can help ourselves to get rid of them on a daily basis. That's what your liver is intended to do. Your liver is intended, which is your largest detoxifying, or the most important detoxifying organ. It is responsible for getting rid of toxins every day. The problem comes when disease happens, is when the liver gets overwhelmed, or the kidneys get overwhelmed, or the skin gets overwhelmed, or gets blocked, or the lymphatic system gets blocked, or your lungs get tainted. You're not able to get rid of toxins as well as you would have, because of this overexposure. And so that is why we detox. We're detoxing to help out our organs with these foods that we are consuming. So we're trying to help out our liver, we're trying to help out our kidneys, we're helping out our lungs, we're helping our skin, and we're helping our lymphatic system, which are the five centers of detoxification. And as we said, the liver is probably the one that does the most to detoxify. You will notice this when you sweat. You're detoxifying. You're getting the sweat off of your skin. When you sweat in your underarms, you're getting rid of toxins. You're getting rid of toxins when you deep breathe, when you urinate, and when you poop, when you have a number two. Those are all ways that we're getting rid of toxins. And so the detoxification, we would like to just continue throughout the year, right? So every now and again, you might want to pick, juice something. You might want to drink smoothies. You might want to continue to increase the amount of fruits and vegetables in your diet, just to make sure that you give your body the opportunity to detox. We talked about the exercises that we recommended. We started with stretching, and then with walking. And then we told you yesterday that we'd like for you to practice getting up from the floor. Getting up from the floor is going to increase the strength in the lower extremities. And we find that as we get older, the major reason that people fall and break a hip is because of poor balance and because of lower body weakness. And so I'm interested in helping each one of us to continue to increase our lower body strength. You can do that by sitting in a low chair, or you can do it by getting up from the floor, but you want to make sure your low body strength is good. One of the other things that I'd like to add today is to work on your balance. One of the things that I like to do is to stand on one leg. You can use the wall as a support, but stand on one leg and see how long you can stand on that one leg. Maybe you want to stand on it for 3 seconds in the beginning, but you want to get up to about 10 to 15 seconds to see how long you can stand on one leg, and then try the other, turning around so that the wall is your support, so that you can catch yourself if you lose. You'll find that your foot will start to kind of wobble. Those are the proprioceptors inside of your foot trying to find the balance. And so you want to be able to use those kind of mechanoreceptors that are in those different in the different parts in your feet, so that you can kind of balance where you are. You'll notice that your vision, sometimes your vision, as your vision starts to wane, it causes issues with your balance as well. And that's why I'm particularly interested in helping us as we get older. When there's poor vision, then it's more difficult to know where you are in space, particularly if your eyes are closed. So you know that when your vision is decreased, then you can have similar issues. So the next thing, yes, you are correct. Squats are really good, but I thought that we would build up to the squats. If you are able to squat, absolutely, squats are incredible at building the lower body strength, and it makes you look good too. But it is incredible at building the lower body strength. I think one of the myths is that as you get older, you're just naturally weak, but that is not the case. You can actually continue on with strength and vivaciousness, vitality all throughout the years. As a matter of fact, one of the things that I would like to recommend you as we get ready to get to the end of our time together today, because I told you I wanted to make them shorter. I didn't do so. It was a little bit longer this morning for our Faith Building Bootcamp, but I'm conscious that we're trying to make them shorter. One of the things that I would like to recommend that you do is to watch a movie called The Secrets of the Blue Zones, and that's how to live to 100 years old. It is very good at showing you kind of how people who are in what's called the blue zones, these are places around the world where people live to 100 and even greater than 100. And so this series will teach you some of the secrets of the blue zones. And so I want you to take some time and watch that. There's several episodes, so watch each episode. I found it on one of the streaming channels. So just text or just look it up, just Google it to see where you can see that. But it's Secrets of the Blue Zones, a very good documentary. Now, going through here, I see that somebody says their vision has improved too. That is exciting. And one of the things that I'd like to highlight is that it does improve your vision. A couple of people had their vision improved, and somebody has a personal trainer. Look at you, good for you. So we're going to age gracefully, and we're going to age with vim, the vigor, and vitality. My sixth grade teacher used to say that, so I like to say it. But we're going to age with vim, vigor, and vitality, and with strength. So work on that lower body strength to make sure you're strong enough to be able to get up from the floor. And we want to get to the point where we can do it without using our hands. If that's what you have to do before, or hold on, you don't have to hold on to the wall, and you don't no longer need the wall for support, but you're working on your balance. And we know that this is going to be beneficial, something that you want to do every day. I got that one coming. Thank you so much. Now, are there any questions? Are there any questions? Yeah, yes. Let's see. Yeah, the squats are good. So there's ashwagandha listed in the smoothies. Is there one brand that you suggest, and that is the best to purchase for ashwagandha? I look for ashwagandha in I don't use a particular brand, but I do want to make sure that it's pure ashwagandha and that there's nothing else added into it, but pure ashwagandha. So I don't use a particular brand, but some of the nicer brands, you'll be able to see it. I typically get mine from a real health facility, a real health store, and not at like Walmart or something. They may have some that's good, but I don't tend to get things for health from there. It's the movie is there we go. She got it there. So we go ahead and find the streaming channel and stream the movie. It is really good. The other thing is, I like the way you did that. You put question so that I knew that that was a question. I should have said that. Label yours as a question so that we know that that's something that we need to address in the chat when you put your questions in. If, however, there are no other questions, we're just at 30, just below 30 minutes, which is where I want to be. I'm going to just conclude with our announcements. Tomorrow begins day smoothies for 5 days. And then, guys, as quickly as day 10, the first 10 days counted down, it's going to count down like that too. So don't worry, you're going to chew in 6 more days. Okay, you're going to chew in 6 more days, and it's going to go so quickly. Reminder that we will meet at 6 a.m. Central Time tomorrow for our Faith Building Bootcamp, and at 8 a.m. for our Accelerated Healing Detox Bootcamp. And the books are available on Amazon: Reverse It Success Journal, and the Power Pack. I am so glad that you guys are here today to take your health seriously, because apparently you know that health is the new currency and you are spending yours wisely. I am so glad for that. Thank you for doing it, and me too. And I will see you tomorrow.